You're being asked to pause right now, but it might not be for the reason you think. And also, there are two different people in your environment right now that are offering something to you, but one is an illusion. This is a spiritual guidance video, and at the end, I'm going to explain the outcome if you learn the lesson in all of this that you're experiencing right now. I got a lot of visuals, a lot of clairvisual impressions from touching these cards before I hit play, so I'm going to do my best to explain them and break them down because it was a lot. This is a Celtic crossbred, and if this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. It does help me pick up on the collective's energy and who I'm tuning into energetically. So I'm going to start with the Four of Swords. This is the collective right now. You're being asked to pause or just kind of reflect and step back from things because something just doesn't feel like it's been working for you or has been working in the same way it has in the past. So what's crossing you is the Page of Swords. I see you kind of flipping through books, trying to look things up on the internet, looking for external answers or validation or just help with your current predicament. By the way, this is very general, so this can relate to love, career, anything. It's just a general spiritual message from your higher self and my star team. So going into the Queen of Wands, this is actually sideways. So this is the energy that's supporting you right now. This is the energy of you having the passion and the drive and the energy to make things happen for yourself. But I actually saw you laying on a bed. So it's not like you're using this energy to take action. It's more of you're using this energy to reflect and kind of visualize what you want. But this is supporting you at this time. In the recent past, I got the Ace of Cups, and I kind of saw you just giving your energy and your heart kind of willy-nilly to people that didn't necessarily deserve it or situations that misused your kindness. So this is saying that you are used to just freely giving yourself, your energy, your emotion, your care. And that's why you are being asked to pause right now in this Four of Swords. And that's actually the energy I'm picking up that you are in. So in the conscious mind position, I got the High Priestess. This is what you want. You actually want to get to a place where you trust yourself again. And this means you trust your path, your purpose. You feel like what you're doing is giving you a return. But you're being pushed into this energy of the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the reversed Eight of Wands. This is a purposeful pause where you're being asked to really think about what's aligning your heart with your mind. Why are you in all of this stress? Ask yourself these questions of, why does giving of my heart cause so much stress and has caused me these types of setbacks in my life? What's in your subconscious mind right now is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a block you might not realize you have. This is all about expecting, wanting to be further along than you are, or just wanting to see a return on your investment now. And it's this frustration. Also in your subconscious mind is this Three of Swords sideways. This is saying that, and this is a visual I got, you have this massive disappointment and you can't decide between three different ways to resolve it. Part of you wants to just kick over, I saw a cup, kick the cup and just start afresh. So completely abandon your previous way of doing things. Another part of you just wants to give up. Lay down. Another part of you just wants to walk away and abandon whatever this is. So that's in your subconscious mind, and that might also be creating the stall, is that you haven't really chosen a direction because there's just all of this mediation that needs to happen within first. The lesson you're learning is the Eight of Cups, and this is very rich for me. The image I got was you learning to walk away, but it's not that simple, right? It's more about choosing a new way of being in the world. So it's not just like, oh, I'm learning discernment and what to walk away that doesn't serve me anymore. This is like learning how to embody like a new way of being in the world and leaving things behind that just don't work for you anymore. That's the lesson that you're being presented with. Now, the guidance, this is the guidance that's going to help you achieve what you want. The guidance is the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Wands, and these came out together. I saw someone walking barefoot in a desert by themselves towards this huge looming sun. And the guidance here, like having no feet, this is being vulnerable. This is being authentic, not telling everyone what your plans are, not relying or needing any validation from other people, but just trusting what lights you up inside with the Ace of Wands, what is your passion. And you actually do have this with the Queen of Wands. You know what this is. You know what this energy is for you, and you already have it within. It's just the advice is asking you to like figure out what that is, but do it alone for now. Like, don't tell everyone, don't broadcast it, and rely solely on your inner knowing and your passion and that spark inside of you. Now, in your environment, this was the most crazy part. There's 2 different people. You're being tested right now, and this is actually people or situations in your environment right now. There's an Ace of Pentacles and there's a 7 of Wands. There's one type of person or situation that's asking you to prove your worth, to kind of fight for something or validate or really really like push for something. And I saw this person give you like coins, but the coins just like dropped through this bowl to the ground. Like there was no like bottom to the bowl. And then they kind of were like mocking you. And then there's this other situation or person with the Ace of Pentacles that handed you that same bowl, but the coins stayed in, like they didn't fall out. And this person was hooded. They were kind of mysterious, and it didn't seem like flashy or anything. It just seemed right, and it felt good, and it felt like something you deserve. So you're being presented with this choice of, do I accept or do I choose this situation where I have to prove myself and like try really hard and contend with all of these energies, or do I choose to just receive what is meant for me, and do I choose alignment? So there's those 2. You're being tested right now. The outcome, if you do follow this advice, you learn your lesson, is the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment paired with like a working, something you do, like something you put out into the world that's tangible, that feels like you're giving back to people and you're also receiving at the same time. So there's going to be an alignment with your rhythm, with your passion, with your heart, and with like what you do, like some type of skill. And it's going to feel very rewarding, and it's going to be community driven. Now I'm going to go into some of the images I got and the messages from my star team. What your higher self wants to tell you is, I'm becoming who I needed before. This actually came out with the 8 of Cups in the lesson position. There's something where you're learning to adopt this part of you that has always been there, but you've just never aligned with. And protecting it. And that's why the 7 of Swords is here, to kind of go alone for a little bit, like not tell everyone like what you're doing, because this is it's like a baby. It's something so new and fresh and vulnerable, like you need to protect it. And it's a part of you that you need to protect because it's valuable. And it's something that maybe when you were a child, you felt like it was destroyed or just maimed by other people. But now you're having the choice or the opportunity to bring that out into the world again, but by protecting and nurturing it. That's what your higher self wants to tell you. One more thing is I saw in my vision like a pigeon. It was gray, and you kind of saw yourself like that, but then it like turned into this peacock and it was flying. And the message I got was, you actually were always this beautiful, worthy person. It's just that you haven't always seen yourself that way, but you're being asked right now to see yourself that way. And when you step into this, and then I got the word wired, and I was like, what does that mean? And I saw a barbed wire fence, and it's like I saw the collective being scared of being cut by the wire if they like make a change. But they actually just stepped up to the fence and pushed it, and it opens really easily. And then they just stepped onto like this new grass. So what you think is an obstacle that will hurt you is actually, it's easier than you think to like push it open, and you're not going to be hurt. That's the message I got with that. I'm going to wrap this up quickly here. There was just so much images and messages with this whole thing. So I'm going to go into, I'm just going to wrap this up. So again, in the environment, there are two completely different energies. So again, the Seven of Wands, this was someone that's requiring you to prove yourself, fight for your place, or constantly give more of yourself, no matter what you do. And that's not actually going to give you what you're seeking. But then there's the other energy, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a true opportunity, one that doesn't require you to fight, one that actually builds something in your life. So the guidance is, you don't need validation right now. You don't need approval. You just need to follow what feels true to you, even if no one else understands it yet. So the outcome, at the end, so I saw you holding the baby, you're walking forward, and this baby felt like the version of you that you're becoming. It's sacred, it's new, and it's something that needs to be protected. So with your higher self, again, I am becoming who I needed before. You are not behind. You are not lost. You're just being directed into a life that actually supports you. So this is Andromeda Oracle, psychic transmissions from the Akashic Field. I hope you enjoyed this spiritual guidance message, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.